Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm MyTyme. This is Top Drives, and before we get into the meat and veg of today's video, just going to go and recap how my challenge went last week. Yes, I ended up getting 29 ceramic packs, okay? Yeah, 29 ceramic packs. I did not spend a single dime, dollar, cent, euro, yen, whatever you want to call it, pound, penny, on anything other than ceramic packs. Normally, I'm only working on my cars. I put it all into the packs. So to get 29 obviously did come a lot from the club events. Now I was playing the normal events a bit more than I normally would, but certainly club events helped me quite a lot. I'm also going to thank Alex Pajaka. I hope I said your name right and I didn't butcher it, for some of the tips and things that he told me about clubs. I definitely think that a separate video can be done on clubs in terms of strategy, how to play it, what cars to use, etc, etc. Now isn't going to be the video, but definitely coming in here using the 500 golds to get the boost and playing through clubs is a much better way to get cash into your bank. When I was just focusing on the events are great, but you are limited by your tickets. Then you have to wait half an hour for each ticket, and there's nothing you can really do in between. Doing clubs while you're waiting for your tickets allows you to constantly grind cash. You can also get decent sums of cash from it if you finish in the top 10 of your club, regardless of winning or losing. So definitely that cash influx allowed me to get to 29 ceramics. I finished at 10 o'clock on Sunday. I could have got to 30. I would normally, on a normal week, get one from the challenge, maybe two if there's a weekend challenge, or a couple if they give you two in the challenge itself. I'd probably get maybe 4 from various events, finishing in top 10, maybe 5. And I normally wouldn't purchase any packs. I do the odd 1 or 2 here or there just to try my luck out, but I use most of my cash on upgrading my cars because I already have a pretty full garage. As we can see from here, just under 1400 cars. Yes, a lot of these are fused cars, but I've got a lot of cars in here I need to work on, including uncommons, rares and commons, especially if I'm going to start playing events like clubs. So most of my cash goes on that. I understand that the packs are the intriguing thing, they're the exciting thing, they're the adrenaline rush. That's what the adrenaline junkies want in this game. So I'm going to now do more clubs so I can go between pack opening and still also leveling up my cars, and I think it will help me turbocharge my progression, especially over the forthcoming months. But with all that said, let's come to the main part of today, the events being the Cerbera Speed 12 Prelims. Now when we go in and we have a look, the prizes themselves are pretty underwhelming here. It's an ultra rare for rank 1 to 3. Apart from the carbon fibers, I can't really see what anyone would really want here, to be honest with you. Now if we're going for pound in their respective divisions, Dodge Hornet is the best car here. This can go up to 89 handling. I think it's 5.60 to 60. I haven't built one yet. 5.5, 5.6, something like that. It's got medium ground clearance, traction control and ABS. This is going to be a decent little car for city streets and stuff, especially with the American Frontier tag. If you're taking pound for pound, this is the best car on show. Both of these two Dodges are nothing in the super rare, and the SRT8 is pretty underwhelming in comparison to the other cars in ultra rare in this pack, or since this update should I say. So that'd be my opinion. Now when we're looking at cars, you need 5 American Frontier cars and 2 Dodge cars. Dodge been important because you do get a bonus for them. For those of you who haven't been splashing out in American Frontier packs or been extremely unlucky getting cars from ceramics and premiums, etc., these events are going to be very, very difficult. If you're up in 500 RQ, these kind of parameters are going to put you in with people who have been spending a lot, and it's going to make it very difficult for you to try and get into the top 10. So as a result, I would suggest, even though there is over a day or so going, if you don't have a team that you think is capable, legitimately thinks capable of the top 10, and that's what I'm going to try and show you now, the kind of team you're going to need, then I wouldn't invest too many of your resources in it because the prices just aren't worth it. Now unfortunately, I have invested some of my resources, but I've done it so you guys don't have to. And before we come in and see the event, I will show you here. I am currently 41st in this. I'm going to go and do something. Okay, I'm going to go and open a couple of packs just to see if I get anything decent and anything else which I may consider working on in the last day. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think there's anything here that even if I do pull, I'm going to work on, because the prizes aren't good enough even to get a carbon fiber pack. Secure, we've got one of these, we don't need another, and a Dodge Charger SRT8. Okay, so nothing there that I'm going to be particularly working on. I was planning to do 3. We will see. I do need some cash, so I've got to sell some cars anyway. So the cars I get from here that I'm not going to build are going to be the cars for that. The Acura, and so far 2 cars I'm not particularly keen on. Now I'm going to go again because I am hoping to get one of those Fords. Now when the actual Dodge packs come out for the finals, I'm not as worried about those because I want the Fords. Oh wow, it was worth going again. The Dodge Viper ACR, a second one of these. A first one of these. It won't help me in this event because I've got the SRT built already, but it's at least a double epic. Please get me that Mustang. Please, please, please. No! Why am I disappointed? Oh, I'm not disappointed, but oh, such a good shot. The M4S is a great car, but I'm not going to be building another one just yet. Oh, do I throw in my last cat? It's got me. It's got me. The pack knows how to get all of my gold, even when I don't intend to do so. Lovely. Let's see. Can we get rewarded? Can we get rewarded with the no? Oh, the Dodge M80. Now that is interesting. I think we might have just pulled a car that may get some air time. We will come to that in just a moment. Now, with all those cars, what I do need to do very quickly is sell some. So I need to sell the cars which I'm not going to be using because I need a quick influx of cash, and you will see why very shortly. So that M80 is an intriguing car. Okay, there are a lot of cars which are going to be very useful in this. Oh, you can go. Sorry, I thought I'd already clicked on it. In this event, one of those being the M80. Now, the kind of cars, and I'm going to explain some of them, just showing you the cars that I've got in this event, which are going to be useful, aren't necessarily going to be cars that you think. This is the team I have just tried out. Okay, this is the team I have been working on. I did not have this team set up. I've now got the Ford Edge Sport maxed out, which is going to make a big difference to my potential win ratio. Now, I never had the Bronco maxed out, and I never had the Demon Roadster. I will show you the team I have been running up until the last couple of matches, okay? And I'm going to explain to you why I ran this team. I'm then going to take the team into action and show you it in play. Then I'm going to swap to my other team and explain to you why I swapped. Okay, so this, oh, what am I doing? Incorrect. This is the team that I went for. So the first thing to note is that the track sets. Now there are apparently there's 3 track sets. Okay, there's only 3 track sets, not 4. One of them is a G-Force set with 2 G-Force tracks in it. Now, if that track set is likely to be repeated more often, so for example, that track set comes up twice and the other 2 come up once each for every 4 track sets on average, then you're going to be better off to focus on the G-Force based track set. Now, if they all have a 1 in 3 chance and just rotated around, then obviously it doesn't play out the same. Now, the team I went for, knowing that Twisty is involved and there is 1 drag in every track set and there is 1 guaranteed dirt along with a potential mixed or dirt, I went for a drag car in the Dodge Challenger. I went for 2 maxed out Dodges. Now these get you the bonus, the 1.2, so 20% bonus on victories. I've now got the Ford Edge Sport maxed out, and I went for what I thought was a pretty key car, 26 RQ, the Ford Explorer Sport Track Adrenaline. Now just bear with me a sec. 80 handling, 4-wheel drive for 26 RQ, coming in at high ground clearance, traction control and ABS, so it's not going to be terrible in the rain. Note, there is no rain in this track set. It's also going to be useful on city streets with humps, etc. Another note, there are no humps, but ignore that. A car in future for 26 RQ that I feel could have a lot of game time, a lot of gameplay, especially in clubs. But anyway, this is what I went for. Now, I'm going to go and show you a match, and I'm going to explain to you why I feel I've had to change my outlook. And the reason is because, as this person has kind of alluded to here, the G-force test, the twisty roads, okay? It is extremely hard to win by too many points. It doesn't matter if you're using big bad cars. For example, I can't show you here because I haven't got a team, but I can show you later. Lots of people bringing in cars like the Razor, the Venom, the Dodge Demon Rosa, which is why I've maxed this out. 92 handling, 5.6. I'm going to use this just to show you why focusing on the twisty roads, in my opinion, in this event is a mistake, and why you want to be focusing more on the G-force or the 2 dirt tracks. Okay, so here the G-force test is a guaranteed loss for this guy. That's what he is doing, and we're going to go and put in a car, and you're going to say, wow, you're going to smash him, you know, double the RQ, 1.2 times bonus, gang, give me the... No, okay, it's not going to work like that. What we're going to do instead, normally you would say, okay, you're going to throw the Dodge Challenger SRT into the 0 to 120 and try and take on the Mustang. No, in theory that's what I should do, but I'm going to show you something. I'm going to put that on a twisty road, take the defeat. I'm then going to put the Dodge M4S into the drag instead. I'm going to put the Ford Explorer. He has to go in the mix, okay? In the dirt, he is in big trouble. Now, the reason why a car like the Acura NSX is no good in this event is because it doesn't fit anywhere. It doesn't have anywhere for it to go. I mean, on the twisty road, it's 63 RQ compared to 53 RQ, and the difference is, if it wins, it's still only going to win by 50 points. If it loses, it's going to lose by 50 points, both cars. So you might as well save the 10 RQ, and that's what the Dodge Demon can do. The Acura would still only beat the Dodge Demon by, you guessed it, 50-ish points, okay, around there. So there is no point bringing in these kind of RQ cars. You'd be better off to put your RQ elsewhere. Now, I'm going to lose the G-force test because I don't have the off-road capability. This Raptor F-150, great car for this event. Okay, you're going to see it probably more in the top 10. I'm not in the top 10, so I can't show you that. But look, that Dodge Viper there, double the RQ, and I can still only win by the minimum 60 points. It would have been 50. 60 points. I'm going to lose that victory here. Oh, to be fair, I didn't expect to win that. Honestly, didn't expect to win that. I was about to say, because it wasn't maxed out before, I normally lose because I only had the 80 handling until I did that last upgrade. I was about to say, the points I just won have been wiped out straight away here. We come to the drag again, okay? Only going to win by a small number of points. Now, when we put my Challenger into the track, guess what on a twisty road? It's only lost by 50. Having this Challenger now doesn't seem like a great idea. When it comes to the rallycross, yes, I'm going to lose, but I lose elegantly. 26 RQ. That's all that car cost. And there you go. I've got a victory. Bear in mind, I was running this team before without the maxed out Ford Sport, so I was losing other parts of it which I wouldn't before. Let's go and run this team again. We'll just go as high up as we can, and we'll just click play. We'll just have a quick look at their team. So another amazing car, amazing car, 36 RQ, the Dodge Charger RT, one of the best super rares to come out of this pack. So I put it alongside the Hornet, both of those two outstanding cars, 3.90 to 60. Now, even when I put out a drag or a decent car against this, I'm not going to absolutely annihilate it. It's going to hold its own, and it saves its RQ. Where does this guy put his RQ? In the G-force, as I said before, and in the mix circuit. Now, these aren't maxed out. This Dodge Durango is an absolute beast for this event. This is such a key car, in my opinion, for this event. It can do both the rallycross and the dirt if you need it, but especially on the rallycross. This is a great car to have. As a result, he's saved his RQ in the twisty road, as I said, and in the 0 to 20. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have these cars maxed out. If he did, then he'd be higher up in the rankings. But let's just come and show you the outcome anyway. So in this example, we will just throw our drag car in the drag spot as it's meant to be, taking 50 points. Our dirt, we take 50 points. We know we're going to lose in the rallycross, and I know it isn't going to be pretty. Now when it comes to the G-Force, I know the most that I can win by if I win is 50 points. So we'll put the lighter car in the M4S, or it's going to be 60 points to be fair, isn't it? So these 3 wins will put me up to 180. That's going to be key, because I know I'm going to lose in the rallycross small circuit. Now, you might be watching me here, and you might be thinking, why are you complaining? Okay, I must have lost somewhere else as well. Oh no, yeah, I lost by 107 points in the rallycross. There you go. Okay, so just over 100 points. I'm saying, how are you not higher up? Well, I'm not higher up because my cars weren't maxed out, and as we start to go towards the top, obviously people are using slightly different decks. Now I decided this car was a waste, should we say, in my hand. So let me come and just claim all the other cars, because I want to be able to show you the M8, oh hello babies, and why if I had this earlier, forget you, why if I had that earlier, I potentially have maxed that out instead. So I don't need to do just dodge. Right, as we come on in, these 2 cars will be coming out. I've now got a drag car in the form, probably the M4S, but I can use either. Actually, to be honest, I'll probably use the Viper as the drag and a twisty car. I've now got a car here which is for the dirt tracks, and I said I need to have dirt. Bring an off-road car, okay? I need to bring an off-road car, which is why I think that the M80 is a great substitute as well, because it is so light. Even though it doesn't have the off-road tires, it's extremely light, it's great handling, it can be used both on the dirt and it can also be used in the rallycross. To me, this car, I'm tempted to build it. I really am tempted to build it and bring it in. Now I could also potentially build the Charger, put this in, and for the drag, and try and put this for the drag, keep my 2 twisties, and then bring in one of the other cars. But I don't think that helps me. Okay? I don't think that makes much difference. I think it's exactly the same thing. As I've already built the Dodge Demon, bring this in. This is my throwaway car, and then it leaves me 54 RQ, which, as it happens, still works in fine for me to bring in the Ford Bronco. Now we're going to play the first person and just see how this doesn't look like a good matchup. Yeah, this isn't who I really want to be playing at any stage. But we're here to try it out, aren't we? Here we go. So the idea would be the twisty road, irrelevant. Demon's going to lose. The G-Force test, irrelevant. We're hardly going to win by much. Now we're going to lose this. We're going to lose against the ACR with our SRT 10. So I think we take the tie on the G-Force. We take the victory on the rallycross, and hopefully it will be a reasonable amount of points. We're only going to win this G-Force test by the minimum, and they're going to get the advantage here because they're using a Dodge Viper. But they're not getting the victory here, so not getting the 60 points. So I think this is the way we put this team out. Now I'm not saying that my other team would have done any better, because I still lose the drag and I still lose the twisty. Okay, so the other team doesn't do any better here. As you can see, we get the 60 points against the Venom. Again, you just can't win by more in the G-Force test. I honestly think the team setup I've got here is better for the other 2 track sets. I think this double G-Force one, the original team I showed you, can hold its own as well, because there's more power outside of just leaving the Ford Adrenaline for the last match. This team is here, we're going to lose 97 there. Okay, that's all we've lost by. It's going to go down to the last race. Am I going to win by more than 87 now? I don't know, but I'm just showing you. Double RQ. Okay, you have taken a few points there, but it's nowhere near as many as you'd think it would be. And the final race, we should hopefully make some of our points back, and we do. Okay, again, emphasizing how you're going to make more points on the dirt tracks in this event than you're going to make on the twisties. Now, with that said, we can go and try and attack as high as we can and see how we get along there. So we're just going to go up and click. I don't want to see your team. Again, we've got the Cura Integra here to throw away. Twisty Road, well, you're not going to win by more than 50 if you take that. Rallycross Mixed. Okay, well, I think we could run like this and take the twist, but we got the win here. Pretty sure we get the win here. Ford Escape's a good car, but I think the off-road is going to be the G-Force. It's the twist. This is going to win for sure. Now we're going to take the defeat here. We only win by 50 points. I don't know which of these two cars is better for drag, to be honest with you. I thought that the lightness of the M4, but I'm going to put this in the G-Force instead and just see what happens. So now, again, this is with the G-Force track set. I wanted to try and find one of the other track sets just to show you the lineup here. Now, I don't think I've quite got a top 10. I don't think this team is there, because you can definitely go lower on the drags by bringing in the Charger, for example. See, whatever they're doing here, it's still only going to be a 50 point, maybe 60-70 point victory against those kind of cars. Again, here, yes, I'm going to lose, but I'm not going to get annihilated. It's only a 69 point victory. It brings it all down to the last race, and I now know that I'm packing some power in the last race with the Ford Edge Sport. I know I can get the victory against most of the cars. Obviously, the Durango, for example, is going to be a strong car, but then they have to go lighter elsewhere. I honestly think that I can challenge the top 10. I do not know what it's going to be like when you get around there. I do not know the kind of teams people are using. We'll do this once more, hopefully get the other track set. We can't, you see what I mean? This G-Force track set seems to come out so often that you might as well bring out a team that is going to do well on the G-Force, which is going to do well on the dirt and the mixed. Forget the G-Force and the twisty road. Now, this person here, in my opinion, where have you gone wrong? Well, maybe you're a bit like me. Maybe you've got nothing better to put in these two track sets, so you're just using your RQ up to bring in the Acura, in which case, fair enough. But how maxed out? Oh, that's 2. This is interesting. I don't know who wins this. I'm going to assume I do, because he's not maxed out. I hope that it's not a case that the M4S would win. Now, what I'm going to do here, and just to show you, I'm not putting in the Dodge Demon, because I say, well, you're going to lose by less points here and beat the Acura, because if I put the Demon in, I'm going to give him 60 points here, because he's going to win by 1.2. So I want to take the 60 point advantage and just give him 50 points. Those 10 points could be really key when it comes to this 0 to 120 again, because it's Dodge versus Dodge. So if I do lose it by 60 points, the 60 points that I get here rather than the 50 could be key. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm hoping people have realised what I've just done there, because I'm pretty sure as you move up these rankings, it's going to be extremely important where you put your cars. Now, we are just about going to win this, but imagine we lost that by the 60 points. It would be 60-60 each. To lose this would be by 50, 52. There you go. And then obviously we would hopefully, you know, tie the last one. So, yeah, we would have lost, but you see what I mean? I needed to take those 60 points just in case, we did it the other way around. I didn't want to give them 50 and only take 50 at the end, and that would have been 60 versus 52, I think, if I'm right. I'm not sure. Anyway, that was the way to play it. So I'm going to keep on this. That's the team I'm going for. The M80, yes, I could bring it in. I'm probably going to work on it, but I don't think I'm going to bring it in for this event. I have a day to go. Maybe I will be able to break into the top 10 and just get that carbon fiber pack. Not going to be too worried about going any further. We will see. Hopefully my theory and my strategy will make sense to you. If it doesn't, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll do my best to help you if I can. But just know that there is some method behind my madness, and I feel if you apply a similar strategy to your teams, even if you don't have necessarily the same cars, but you still try and do the same thing, you'll hopefully be able to bring you up at least into maybe the top 50 and try and snag that Dodge Premium. Anyway, I've been MyTyme. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know by liking it, subscribing, telling me in the comment section. Stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.